Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back for part 2 of the ORAS PU Road to Top 10. I, of course, am PokeaimMD. Welcome. If you guys missed the last episode, you guys can check it out. I said like you guys like 10 times, but you can go ahead and check it out. In the description, there's a playlist, so if you missed the first episode, go ahead and check it out. Also, as per usual, I will be linking in the description the pay spin to this team that my boy Witch Doctor passed me. So, let's actually just look for a battle. Where are we on the ladder? I don't think we're anywhere that's like worth talking about right now anyway. But we are using the worst starter of all time in my opinion, Meganium, and the guy realized how bad it was and he just didn't want to fight it right there. I do apologize if Meganium is your favorite Pokemon, but now we're in the 1300s. Nice. That was a lot of points just to start it off. I like that. OPJQY. Oh man, the last time I played this dude was in 4th gen when he used Flygon, Thunder Wave, everything. So really cool team on my opponent's part. We are rocking the Rock Polish Lunatone, which has a nice chance of sweeping him if I can get rid of the Mightyena and weaken Mischievous a bit. I wish this thing had Toxic over Dragon Tail, honestly. Would help it a lot in this case. I want to lead off with my Prinplup just in case he wants to lead off with Onix, as I can get up rocks. He might taunt me or something if he does want to run taunt. I know they do run taunt in Little Cup. I don't know what Onix would run in this tier. But Onix cannot touch me, and I kind of do expect him to switch out into his Raichu. Once I get up these rocks, though, Flareon's going to be coming in, taking that 25%. Chooses to go for his own rocks, which I don't mind because now I just get to throw off a Scald. His water resist is non-existent. That does 2. That actually did 2. And we even get a burn on Onix on top of that. So goodbye to Onix. Nice. So I do have Mischievous checked, excuse me, in my with my Pursuit Dodrio and my Assault Vest Pursuit Buffalant. I kind of just want to try and defog away these hazards, as I am faster than him, so we're able to get rid of his rocks. Nice. And what I can do is actually get up my Stealth Rock again, since he chose not to go for Dynamic Punch right there. So we were faster. We were able to get rid of the Onix as well as keep up our rocks, as he's going to go right for Close Combat, not being enough to knock us out. Now, I don't know if he actually has the Bullet Punch, and I kind of doubt it would knock us out at that range. So we're just going to throw off a Scald. Yep. As we are going to throw off a Torrent boosted Scald. Nice, nice, nice. And I kind of expect him to BP again, but at the same time, I don't think I want to risk anything. So I'm just going to sack this because he doesn't appreciate switching in to my Electrode at all. I am Specs Electrode. I can go right for the modest Specs Volt Switch as he goes out into Mischievous. Now, you might have thought that was a bad play just because he did have the Lightning Rod Zapdos. Yo, what tier am I in? The Lightning Rod Raichu, but between Assault Vest, Buffalant, as well as Spadef Meganium, I think we were fine versus that. And what I can do is go right out into Dodrio, and his Flying Resist does not exist. I could go for Knockoff right here, but I think just Banded Brave Bird is the best play all around. We pretty much pick up a kill. I didn't want to go for Knockoff as well if he tried to go out into his Machoke. I do have Meganium as a switch. I'm just going to go out to that. I was thinking about going for Brave Bird, expecting a Nasty Plot or something, as he does go right for that Nasty Plot. So he can now hit me with the HP Ice if he wants to. However, I should be able to take this thing on. He does crit me, and that is Life Orb, but we get off a nice Overgrow Giga Drain right there. Meganium doing absolutely nothing as expected. But he can knock me out with that HP Ice. However, I can now go out into my Electrode, and this is really nice because I can click Signal Beam and knock him out, as well as the fact that it does hit Mightyena. I don't mind if it doesn't hit the Flareon or the Machoke, as long as I'm able to get rid of him, and now I can just spam Thunderbolt. So, my best play all around, right here. I can't let him get the Moxie boost. So I'm going to do is sack my Lunatone, so he cannot get the Moxie boost. He does choose to go for the knockoff right there, so he can knock me out with the BP right now if he wanted to. I'm just going to go for Ancient Power because I don't want him to actually get a Moxie boost with that Mightyena, as now I can go right out into my Electrode. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that I do knock it out with the Thunderbolt, the Volt Switch, excuse me. That's tough. Yeah, I'm going to go for Thunderbolt right here. I don't want to go for Specs Volt Switch and have it not knock him out, though I'm thinking at 36%. Let me actually calc this. This is Road to Top 10. I don't have to go off my head. This is a showdown. This is Road to Top 10. Electrode. PU Special Attacker. Modest. Choice specs, assuming I am modest. which I think my speed, yeah, my speed is definitely, I'm definitely modest. Machoke. With my Machoke evolve, that does 37 to 44. Yeah, this kills. So we can go right for the modest specs Volt Switch, knock him out, and go right up to Dodrio. Dodrio does have the quick attack. It also knocks out Flareon at whatever range it's at after the hazards. So, and we should be able to live a hit from the Mightyena if I am not mistaken. Flareon comes out, and what I can do is just go right for the Bandit Return. As he is Scarf Flareon. Ooh, okay. However, my Electrode might actually not be faster. Because we're not timid. No, we are faster, yeah. I just saw my speed. But we're able to knock out the Flareon, and we can go right out into the Buffalon right here and just pick up our KO on the Mightyena while not giving it Moxie. I'm just thinking about if Frustration is a play or do I risk the Mega Horn. Boof. Buffalons. And PU tank. Mightyena. I'm assuming it's Life Orb, but return does 77 to 91. The roll, Mega Horn is 85% accurate. I think it's worth it. I mean, I have it on this team for a reason, right? And he does end up being Life Orb. So hopefully he doesn't crit me right here, and I do hit the next one. I actually should just went for return right there. So that was a misplay on my part. I completely forgot that I wasn't choice locked into that, so I could have went right for return. But we are able to get the kill right there. Thankfully we did hit. He didn't get a defense drop on the first one or a crit. So the team comes through. Unfortunately we weren't able to use Rock Polish on its own, but maybe in this game we can, especially because his answers do not exist. Once I weaken Gothitelle in, everything else just dies. Yeah, so this is great. Gothitelle just he also doesn't have a good answer for Prinplup. Like as a lead, Prinplup gets up rocks versus everything. And I also do have the HP ground for the camera up, so I like that a lot. Rampardos is his lead of choice. Head Smash is gonna hurt, but he does choose to switch out. Goes out into his Gothitelle. Okay. He might just mean look me, so I don't want to be trapped. What would he do to me? I'll go out to my Meganium because if he does mean look me, or he actually goes for Reflect, I could Dragon Tail him out. As he Psychics me, does absolutely nothing. Reflect was interesting, so I'm guessing he doesn't have the rest or anything like that. But Camerupt is going to come out. I'm definitely going right back out into my Prinplup. I resist the Fire move. I can take the Earth Power just because of my Violite. And I even tank the Eruption that he decided to throw off right there. So we're going to hit him with a Toxic. I do expect him to switch out, fearing the Scald. It is 4 times effective, obviously. And he already showed his initial switch-in was Gothitelle. So we were able to hit the Vanillix upon switching. Assuming he's going to go for the Freeze Dry, I'm going to switch out into my Assault Vest Buffalon, being able to take this thing on, as well as Reflect should wear off unless he is Light Clay, which he is not. And we can go right for the return and pick up that KO. I could have also went for Pursuit right there, but I think that because I do get up rocks rather easily versus Avalog, like I always get to switch into my Prinplup since all he can do is Rapid Spin. He could Toxic if he wants to do that. I'm going to get up my rocks right here, as he does have the Toxic. And I can just land off a Toxic of my own. If he wants to switch out, that's fine. If he feels like he can stay in and take me on, again, that's fine. He does switch out, which means that he will be taking that 25%. I do unfortunately miss on the Kingler. If it's agility, the best play is just going out to Meganium. Even if it's agility, like Exeter doesn't kill me in one hit. It shouldn't. I'm Meganium. I'm not known for much, but I am known for my bulk. So I should be able to just eat up any attack he goes for and knock him out with the Giga Drain in return. Kingler does not have the best Spadaf. Goodbye, fam. I was going to say friend, and I said fam. Rampardos comes out. Because Meganium loses kind of 1v1 to Avalog, Camerupt, and everything else, I'm just going to go for Giga Drain because I don't want him going for the like the Rock Polish and potentially sweeping me. And now I can go right into Electrode. I am faster than the Scarf Rampardos, and I can go right for the HP Ground. HP Ground knocks out Rampardos, as well as the fact that it does knock out Camerupt if you wanted to go out to that, or potentially knocked it out. Yeah, I don't see a reason not to go for Specs HP Ground. It doesn't knock it out, unfortunately, but he chooses to go for Flash Cannon for some reason, as he's just going to forfeit. Yeah, really interesting. I had no idea why he went for Flash Cannon right there. I was expecting an Earth Power. Obviously, Camerupt is not 4 times weak to HP Ground, but it still does a lot, considering Specs Electrode is not that powerful at all. Ooh, I'm really excited as well, guys, for in 30 minutes, Cosine versus Soulwind for Smogon Tour playoffs, so that'd be really fun, and I should be done by then as well. So this should be a fun episode, and maybe I'll even record that. I know Blunder's more than likely going to record it, so if he does, I'll be in the recording with him, but otherwise, I'll be recording it myself. Now, my opponent's team is certainly really cool. He doesn't have a ground type, much like my own, or myself, excuse me, so I can spam Volt Switch. I expect his lead to actually be his Rotom, just because it matches up well versus my team, but I'm leading off with Electro anyway, just because he doesn't have that ground type. Leads off a Politoed, absolutely great for me. I can Volt Switch on out of there. If he's Scarf Toad, he will be faster, but Scarf Toad cannot knock me out unless it was rain boosted, unless this was black and white. But Scarf Toad does not get any kills in this generation. He might be Spadef. I'm not sure if Politoed actually learns Mirror Coat. It looks like a Mon that can learn Mirror Coat. Let me check. It definitely looks like a Mon that can learn Mirror Coat. Politoed. Can you learn Mirror Coat, buddy? Nope. Cool. So it's a pretty safe, riskless play as he goes out into his Matang. Great. Life Orb Earth. There's no way Life Orb Earth Power knocks it out at that range, even if it's modest. Lunatone does have a chance to sweep. I'm hoping to be able to do something Lunatone, but I go out to Prinplup. Since I do resist every hit he wants to go for. Most hits, if anything, and I can just get up my rocks. He is faster. I think I'll defog, actually. I was thinking I'd be faster than force him out, but I'm able to defog on the Leafeon switch. Now, Leafeon is a threat. However, yeah, Choice Banded Leafeon hurts. But I mean, doesn't Buffalon potentially wall? I want to keep Buffalon healthy, though, and I don't want him going for knockoff. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't see an item, so I doubt he's a Baton Pass variant, but I'm going to go out to my Meganium. I don't want Buffalon getting knocked off, basically. I want it to Salt Fest this game, as that looks like Choice Banded damage, and I can just synthesis that off, as I'm expecting him to go into either his Monferno or Matang, both of which are pretty safe switch-ins. I'm pretty sure that's Choice Banded just looking at that damage, and the next time his Leafeon does not do crap to me, so I'm really debating putting Toxic on this Meganium, but once I land Toxic on Leafeon, Meganium walls it regardless, so I don't think that's a necessary option. Now, Monferno is going to come out, threat and a half. I have to go Prinplup. I literally have to go Prinplup as he doubles out into Leafeon. Great play on my opponent's part. Really expecting me to go out to his Prinplup right here, but I mean, it just means I can go right back out into Meganium, and this time I get to Giga Drain. I don't even have to attack as he goes right for Frustration. Another great play on my opponent's part. Expecting the Meganium switch, so he definitely knows what he's doing, which is great. I like that a lot. Prinplup should be able to take this hit no matter what. I really wish I had Toxic, man. Yeah, I have to go for Toxic as quickly as possible. I take this Frustration. I'm physically defensive. He crits me, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is actually get up my rocks here. And after that, we'll be able to go out into Dodrio and click Knockoff. I think that's the better play. I'll just click Scald here. I'll click Toxic here just in case he tries to switch. But I'll be able to go out to my Dodrio and just click Knockoff. If he wants to play aggressive, I'm going to play aggressive too. I'm going to expect him to want to go out into his Matang right now. And because this is Flying Resist. Though alternatively, if Brave Bird 2 killed Matang, that was the better play. But we are able to get rid of Matang, which means we prevent his rocks. If he wants to defog away my rocks, that's fine. Swanna come out. Swanna lose. I wonder if you die to this. Let's check. Nope. Not at all. So he's going to be able to defog. However, I can now just go right out into Electrode. And again, he doesn't appreciate Electrode at all. He does have the Rotom Frost, unfortunately. But he's pretty much forced to never go for a grass move. And the most expendable member is always going to be Meganium right now. That's in range of Ancient Power. I need to weaken Leafeon just a little bit more and weaken Politoed. And then Lunatone can sweep. So, we'll go right out into our Electrode as he goes out to his Rotom. And what I can do is just Volt Switch. He is Scarf, however. But I will be able to actually get a crit on him. That's huge as well, because now I can just Pursuit Trap him. I doubt it dies at that range. If he does choose to stay in, then he does die, but because basically 2 Pursuits would have knocked him out, but obviously that's not what happened right there, as he chose to go into his Leafeon. I think I'll Mega Horn you for a 2-hit KO. Or as I actually get the Oko. I didn't expect it to Oko Leafeon just because it's such a bulky Mon, but Monferno is going to come out. I can just sack my Meganium. I doubt he'd SD in front of this giant threat. But he gets a crit. Is that Life Orb damage? I don't see any Life Orb on him. So what I can do is go right out into my Dodrio. He does not have a resist. to the he doesn't have a resist to the normal, so I can pretty much get our kill. This is what we're gonna be doing, and he's eventually gonna be able to Volt Turn around me. Goes out into Politoed first, however. Yeah, I'm gonna return this because it should be a 2-hit KO, and he can't kill me unless he specs. Like I said, he couldn't kill me unless he was specs right there. And we get our nice 2-hit KO right here on Politoed. That's great. A sack gone, and Lunatone should be able to get its kill after this. Mach Punch is more than likely gonna come out. I like being able to save this thing's quick attack, so I'll just sack the Electrode. Unfortunately, I don't have Aftermath or anything like that, but I can go right out into Lunatone now and pick up our kill with the Psychic. Psychic also knocks out the Rotom. This is Life or Modest Psychic, so it should be able to knock out Monferno. Monferno cannot knock me out. Goes for the close combat. Nice. Goodbye, Monferno. Even if it was like Sash, I had Quick Attack in the back to pick it off, and Quick Attack wins the game at this point. I don't even have to risk my... I do have Quick Attack, right? I don't have Quick Attack, excuse me. Yeah, I'm not running Pursuit on this Dojo. I'm changing it to Quick Attack for him. Because if he full pairs me, I lose, so... Yeah, we're definitely putting Quick Attack on this Dodrio over Pursuit. And if I find Pursuit more useful, then I'll put Quick Attack. I'll take Quick Attack off. But in this case, I think this is the most useful. And unless he full pairs us, he does crit us. He doesn't paralyze us though, and we are going to be able to knock him out with the return, and that is going to be a good game. So that was definitely a good game. My opponent 100% knew what he was doing, and it was a well-fought game on both sides. Splendid show. If you know where that's from, props to you. But yeah, that was a good game. Anyway, another game, and Mightyena is a threat. So is the Electrode. He doesn't have a ground type though. That's huge as well. I'm leading off with Electrode because I can just click Thunderbolt. He obviously has a Lairon as well as the Chimecho. Sorry if you heard my chair, but those can all take the hits. How much does Meganium do for me? Meganium actually is really nice. Again, Toxic would be a lot better than Dragon Tail in this team, I feel. I know there's a specific reason why it has Dragon Tail. I just can't think of the Mon that is the reason for it. So I don't think Lunatone is going to be sweeping. I want to lead off with it just because it gets a heavy hit off right away. Leads off with his Electrode. I'm just going to Ancient Power. He's going to Volt Switch anyway into his Chimecho, so I might as well go for my most damaging attack as he goes for the Charge Beam, actually. Wow. So, I don't want to stay in. I think I realize why we have Spadef Meganium for those Charge Beam Electrodes. I could have went right for Earth Power and knocked him out. Unless he's like Assault Vest, because that Ancient Power... Actually, that is a Assault Vest. The Ancient Power did absolutely nothing. But he shouldn't be able to knock out Meganium with any 2 attacks, as he does hit me with a Signal Beam upon switching. Unfortunately for me, let's hope this hits. Okay, great. I don't even have to hit it, because I can just go right for Dragon Tail right here. And half the mons he could bring out, I beat. Like, I beat Mightyena. I don't mind breaking Sturdy on Lairon if he is running that over, what is it, Rockhead or the other ability? Rockhead, yeah. So, great. I break Sturdy on that. Electrode is going to come out. And what I can do is go right for Synthesis. Get back all my health. Signal Beam isn't going to do too much as long as he doesn't confuse me. Oh, he does. But we do break through, which is absolutely amazing. And I can go right for Giga Drain. If he wants to Volt Switch, that's fine. If he wants to try and beat me 1v1, like he seems to like to be doing, I get off nice damage with this. And I'm expecting the Volt Switch as he does. Great. So our Meganium should end up at almost full HP. If we do break through and get off the Giga Drain, we will end up at full HP by the end of this turn due to leftovers and just the recovery from Giga Drain right here. And I can understand why he Volt Switch on out of there. But Lairon comes out. We don't hit it, unfortunately. But I can go right out into my Primplup on his Stealth Rock as he goes for the Head Smash. Does not care. Good lord. And we'll get up Rocks because I'm expecting him to fear the Water move. I mean, he puts me in Torrent. So, if that's banded damage, because that's definitely not banded, that's not enough damage. But this is Torrent boosted Scald, as he is going to go right for the Heavy Slam. That does not knock me out. Great. And Lairon being gone, it's his normal resist. I might be able to win this game if I get him low enough, like his entire team, with the Quick Attack. Now, obviously, Mightyena can come out, and it can get its kill. I can't allow him to sub, so I actually have to sack that Mon. And go right out into my Buffalo. I do live 1 attack. I have to hit this Mega Horn though if I want to knock him out. That's the problem. because he isn't Life Orb, it actually does the exact same amount as a regular Life Orb Crunch would do, which is great. And we do land the Mega Horn. Amazing. So the biggest threat, in my opinion, gone. Obviously, he does have this Purugly, but the fact that my Electrode is faster than it is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Goes out to Floatzel. I'm going to sack my Lunatone. At this point, Lunatone doesn't do too much, and I can just see what if he's physical or special. And I can also Volt Switch on out of there with my Electrode now. And pick up that KO. Honestly, why even Volt Switch though? Why not Thunderbolt? It's Specs. So, I'll click the Thunderbolt. He doesn't have that switching at all. Electrode comes out. However, 2 Thunderbolts will be able to knock it out. Apparently, we're both modest, and it was a speed tie, but I won it, and we were able to knock them out. Great. Expecting Purugly to want to come out now? Yeah, to go for maybe Fake Out. I don't want to tank that with this. Buffalon is useful because it can take on Chimecho, and Dojo is obviously faster and also still has that quick attack. So I'm going to go out to Meganium on the expected Fake Out, as he is Life Orb. And what I can do from here is just go for the Giga Drain. If he goes out to Chimecho after, oh nice. Now he's in range of Thunderbolt as well. If he goes out to Chimecho, I'll just Dragon Tail that thing out just in case it starts Calm Minding up. I guess it could get up Light Screen if it wants to. We'll see based on this Giga Drain damage. Oh my god, Torrent boosted, not Torrent, but Overgrow boosted Giga Drain actually does a lot. And the best thing you can do is Wish, so I'll go right for Dragon Tail as he does try and boost. Alright, so I understand why we have Dragon Tail now on this mod, as we're able to phase him out. And the only recovery Chimecho has is like in Wish, if it even has it. So at this point, I can go right out to Electrode, click Thunderbolt one more time. We get the KO. We kill something right here. I'm expecting him to sack Chimecho, as he does. Makes the correct play, in my opinion. And however, his team is weak enough to the point. Well, no, Floatzel needs to take a bit more damage. I also don't want him quick attacking me. Alright, this is what's gonna happen. He goes out to Floatzel. Are you Scarf, buddy? He is Scarf. No, he goes for Aqua Jet. Alright, that makes sense. So he goes right for Aqua Jet. Completely fine. I don't know if Purugly is like Focus, not Focus Sash, but Sucker Punch. If it learns that, it probably does. But I'm going to go out to my Buffalo on the Fake Out to force him to take 2 hits. I kind of wish I had Aftermath as well on Electrode over Soundproof. But Soundproof helps you check Boom Burst Chatot, so I understand it completely. And yeah, now we go out to Electrode. If he does have Sucker Punch and it knocks us out, then Quick Attack should pick off Purugly at 26%. So, he does have the Sucker Punch. It doesn't even knock us out, and we're going to be able to knock it out with the Thunderbolt. Quick Attack would have been able to knock out Purugly at that range anyway, and that is going to be game. So, we're on our way. We are on the climb, guys. We're almost at 1,400. This guy's team is extremely threatening. Have fun, buddy. Electrode. He doesn't have a ground type. Best lead. Hey, man. It's the best lead because he can just Volt Switch around versus him. It also threatens Swanna. It's faster than Purugly. He does have that Crusto, which I do want to watch out for. Obviously, his own Electrode is a threat to us as well. Actually, Laddering PU to see if I can find you. That's pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. So Crusto is his lead. Great, we get the Volt Switch on out of there versus this thing. Maybe the one time the Lunatone might be able to sweep. But I'm going to go right for the Specs Volt Switch. Doesn't even bring it down to a potential Custat Berry. That's cool. I can just go right out into Primplup on the Stealth Rock. Because I do have a Defogger. So I'll go for Scald right here. As Electrode is going to come out. Great. That's chip damage as well. And, wow, I really want this Mon. But I'm going to Defog because I live the Thunderbolt. I live Specs Thunderbolt. I'll be able to get off this Defog. Actually, Specs might have been able to knock me out. But we're able to get off that Defog, and I'll go right out into Electro because I expect him to Volt Switch on out of there now since it pretty much got the kill, and also it covered any switch that I can make at that point as Purugly is going to come out, and I can go right out into my Meganium on the Fake Out. Yeah, we're making some aggressive plays for no reason. That's what I like to see. Expecting him to want to go for the U-turn here. I'm actually going to go out to Dodrio. But he goes out to Crusto, which is even better because now Banded Bravebird gets a kill. And I still have my Primp up alive. Goodbye, Crustle. That means we are playing this game with absolutely no hazards. Maybe not the best of choices, but it'll work out. I hope. So I sack Primplup right here to what I'm expecting to be a Volt Switch. Great. Now he's 100% in range of the Bandit Quick Attack. That's something to keep in mind. I'm expecting Purugly to want to come out maybe? Maybe. Yep. Good play on my opponent's part. Bringing out Purugly. If I can go out to Meganium and just go right for Synthesis, I take the Fake Out. If he wants to go for Knock, that's fine. If he wants to go for U-Turn, again, I take that. I am risking the the boosted Monferno, which is something that I'm a little bit worried about. 100% worried about that thing, actually. So if he does choose to go for Fake Out, if Monferno does come out, I'm Dragon Tailing it out. I can't risk him SDing up. I lose if he SDs up. And he goes right for Return. That's doing nothing, and we are weakening Purugly as well. I'm expecting him to U-turn right here, but I'm going to go for Synthesis anyway, as Monferno is going to come out. Again, I cannot risk this thing SDing up. I do lose if it does, so I'm going right for the Dragon Tail. I don't care if he Fire Punches or Flare Blitz. He does go for the SD, as you see right there, and we are able to connect with our Dragon Tail even better for us, and I can just start spamming the Giga Drain. Because his return isn't going to do too much. He crits us, unfortunately, but that just means that this Giga Drain is going to do that much more. And I'm kind of expecting him to go out to... It's okay, dude. All good. Expecting him to go out to Monferno as he does. This mon is useful-ish. Definitely. I have the Dragon Tail. I can't risk him. Oh my god, that did not kill. Nice. Get in range as Purugly comes out, and if Purugly wants to kill me, I'm spamming Dragon Tail, because if Purugly kills me, then it dies to Life Orb Recall, which I'd love. Alright, so we trade Purugly for that. Great. Absolutely great. As at this point, I think I'm going to make the Lunatone play, just because it gets a nice solid kill. Ancient Power is the best play all around, because I live any hit he wants to go for. And it also gives me the potential of getting a boost if he goes out to something. Also, if he goes out to Swanna, fearing like an Earth Power, Ancient Power will be able to knock it out. It's modest. All good, dude. He does go Swanna. Nice. Lunatone already doing more than Solrock ever did. Swanna is gone. Absolutely gone. And Mischievous is going to come out. What I can do is just Psychic this thing. And Quick Attack should win the game. He does have the Thunderbolt. Yeah, I should be able to go out to Electro and just click Thunderbolt twice, to be honest. This is modest specs. He can't knock me out with Shadow Ball unless he was like a Life Orb Bearing. He's actually Scarf Mischievous. Interesting. That had a chance of sweeping me. I do paralyze it, unfortunately. Sorry, bro. As, again, we're going to pick this thing off with the Quick Attack. Monferno's Iron Fist boosted Mach Punch might not be able to knock me out at this range. As it does not. Goodbye. I'm really underestimating Electro's bulk. Like, it's bulkier than I thought. It took nothing from that. As we win a speed tie here as well, and we're able to knock him out the Thunderbolt, and that is going to be good game. So we're really climbing this ladder. We actually just made it to the 1400s. Absolutely great. And let's go for this final game right here. Doing well on time as well, and we're close to... Close to 28 minutes. I love that. So, we are at 28 minutes, though. This guy's team is threatening. But he doesn't have a good lead for Prinplup, excuse me. So I'm leading off with that because I get up rocks. I expect him to switch out into his Tangela. If he does choose to stay in, he doesn't 2-hit KO me or with anything. Maybe Bandit Close Combat, but even then, I think I could take that. Because Monferno is rather weak. Well, it's not that weak, but it's obviously not that strong. So the plan is get up rocks, right? And I think wear him down with Electrode. Again, no ground type. That's a common weakness. Wear him down with Electrode's Volt Switch plus the rocks. And potentially just get kills whenever Dodrio comes out. Because Dodrio, as you can see, nothing on his team wants to take a hit. That Lampin ain't living. Really cool that he's using Lampit. This reminds me a lot of Black and White NU and why I loved it so much. Just because opponents didn't have anything for any Mon. He goes for the taunt. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to go to Electro because I expect him to go for the... I expect him to have the Endeavor. So what I want to do... That's really nice on his part. Maybe Sash lead. But I'll go for the Volt Switch. Be a Sash. This thing can get up rocks versus Audino, right? So I'll go out to my Prinplup, and if he does go for Endeavor, I can win. We'll go for Scald. If he taunts me, then I get the kill. Which is the plan. I wish Prinplup was actually Steel type. He does go for Sunny Day. Ooh, I didn't even see that coming. Okay. So it looks like he is a Sun team. Duh. Yeah. You're welcome, guys, for that analysis. I do have Sap Sipper Buffalon, though, which is pretty much an all-around counter to Tangela. The best thing you can do is, like, Sludge Bomb me. Goes right for Solar Beam. Gives me that attack boost. Yum. And what I'm actually going to do is go for Earthquake, because his only switching is Lampent. Yeah, his only normal switching would be Lampent. So we're able to hit that thing with the +1. I don't want to take a Fire Blast, however. So I'm going to go out to my Lunatone. Also, us knowing he has Solar Beam is great, as he goes right for the Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Now, I am faster than the Lampent, so I can go right for Psychic and knock him out. And if you choose to switch out, that's fine. But we're able to knock out Lampent. Us knowing he has Solar Beam means that my Prinplup can potentially defog on him, unless he shows the Giga Drain as well. So, we take that. Goes out to Solbuck. Don't want him getting up the Sun, so I'm going to go for Psychic. This is more of a threat than anything else because it does have access to Frustration and Jump Kick, both of which can threaten my Buffalon for a 2-hit KO. And if he does get up an SD, it's more of a problem as well. So I'd rather sack this, find out he's Life Orb, and then be able to go out into my Dodrio and pick up my kill. Yeah. I get my kill. I really wish rocks weren't up, but we do get a kill right here. This is Choice Banded. That does not die, so I kind of lied about that. He's also going to get up the Sun. However, I don't think Meowstic has access to Taunt. Well, maybe it does. But I'm going out to Prinplup on the Sun, and we're going to go right for the Defog, get rid of these rocks. Because I do have what we like to call the Meganium, which should be able to live. In theory, it should be able to live a +2 return. So we're going to Defog, and later I'll get up rocks. But I need to keep this thing alive because I want to be able to Toxic the Audino. So I'm definitely keeping my Prinplup alive. It's also, I think 136 speed is faster than Audino if I'm not mistaken. He does choose to go for that Swords Dance, as we can see right there. And let's see if we actually survive this and are able to get off the attack. Unfortunately, we are not, it seems. And oof, this thing is a threat. Buffalon alive is the key to victory. That's definitely the key to victory. I think we just lose, actually. Do we? Oh, man. Sun is putting in work right here. Sun is broken. I'll quick attack. Get off as much as I can. As Hornleech is able to knock me out. Yeah, I think we just lose. Unless Buffalon eats this, which I kind of doubt it. Or he chokes and goes for like high jump or jump kick and misses. That'd be great as well. Yeah, he goes right for return. And that is going to be a good game, dude. So I think I'm going to forfeit, and we're going to get another game because you know what? I don't want to end it on a loss right there. So Sun is definitely an issue. We are unfortunately back at 1380, but hopefully this next game, and we got Sticky Web now, so that'll be even harder. That'd be annoying to face. Sticky Web with Stoutland is annoying. Unfortunately with Mightyena, we don't have a chance of sweeping as well with the Lunatone. I really do like Electrode as a lead though, because it can Volt Switch on out of there versus Levani, and I can go out to Dodrio. Alternatively, I can just... I'm going right for Volt Switch or Brick a Sash. Looks like he's Sash anyway. And go right out to Dodrio and just start knocking off some items. Gets up the webs. Again, we're just going to knock off these items right here. I don't expect him to stay in, though I don't know if he can take a Choice Band and knock off if he does choose to stay in. He does choose to stay in, however, as he goes for Electro Web. Doesn't that lower my speed? Yep. That's cool. It doesn't Meganium wall unless he's running a bug type attack, which he could be, and he's also in Swarm. Meganium is useful in this game because it pretty much walls everything. I need Toxic. I'm going out to my Dodrio. If he's Swarm, he's Swarm. Goes for the knock though, so that actually I think helps me in this situation because now I can switch up moves and go for knock and pretty much switch between whatever my opponent wants to do. So we're able to knock out the Levani right there. I didn't want to risk the Swarm boosted Xers, especially because Meganium does wall half his team. As he goes out to Mr. Mime, I'm going to Brave Bird you. I don't know if you're Scarf, but Scarf on Sticky Web seems kind of silly. If this was his bluff to bring out the Golem right now, great play on my opponent's part. 100% great play. But otherwise, he is Scarf on Sticky Web, unfortunately for me. And I can defog away these webs. I think that's just the best play all around. Get rid of this stuff for him, for me. He also has defog on his team, which is also questionable because he's running Sticky Webs. But you know what? Who am I to question him? Who am I to question him? So we're going to be able to get rid of these, the webs. And what I can do is just go for my Stealth Rock right here. I like Stealth Rock, especially because it breaks 30 on Golem, excuse me. Goes out to Stoutland. Meganium does check Golem and also Mr. Mime, so what I'm going to do is just Scald here, because he can't knock me out unless he's Choice Banded Wild Charge, and that's like the only attack that can knock me out. Yeah, and he just puts me in the Torrent range. I get a crit as well. I think he's Assault Vest, maybe? No, then again, it did that much, so I doubt he's Assault Vest. He has to be more than Assault Vest. And I can go right out to Lunatone and just throw off an Ancient Power. Ancient Power hits the Swanna if he wants to try and go out to that. Fearing the Psychic. Then again, Mr. Mime is more than likely coming out, I think. But I don't think he can get to a KO me. And I'm thinking that Modest Ancient Power should be able to knock him out. The main reason I'm going for this is, like I said, if he does want to try and go Swanna, as he does, we're going to be able to knock it out. Even potentially get boost right here, as we don't. No, we're not Jam. Jam doesn't get boost either. But alright, Scarf Mr. Mime. Basically, Stoutland should be checked by the Giga Drain. So if he goes Mighty Anna, I sack this, go out into Buffalon, and get the revenge kill. Yeah, that's the play to make. So I sack this by going for Ancient Power. Prevent a potential sub on him as well. I should die to Crunch unless he's not Life Orb. Well, even if he's E-Belt, I die. I'm actually faster. What? Cool. So I'm faster than him, which is really nice. And he has Life Orb, as you can see right there. And what do I do? Alright, Buffalon's the play. Definitely the play. And my best play is going for Pursuit. That way he cannot switch out into Golem. Because he has Life Orb, he will be taking an extra hit. And if he does switch out to Golem, we get the kill on Mighty Anna, so he doesn't save that Sucker Punch and try to Healing Wish it back up with his Scarf Mr. Mime. So we're going to be able to knock him out right there. Basically, we knocked him out regardless of after the Life Orb hit. And if he switched out, we were in a great position, as I'm expecting him to want to go out into his Stoutland. Goes out to Mr. Mime. I don't think you knock me out, buddy. Unless you go for Specs Focus Blast. Scarf Focus Blast. Because otherwise you don't knock me out. Yeah. As I said, I am Assault Vest. I'm Max Attack. Goodbye, Mr. Mime. And that should be game between Meganium and Modest Specs Electrode. It should be game. Yeah. Because he goes up to Stoutland first. Great. Was he Assault Vest, dude? He took absolutely nothing from that attack. I don't know. I think he's banded. Let me calc this. I'm pretty sure he is banded, though. Stoutland, NU, PU Wallbreaker. That looks like it. Prinplup, NU Support. Assuming it's the same thing. Yeah, he's definitely banded. Does he die, though, to Electrode's attack? Electrode, Specs. Because I want to go for the HP Ground. But then again, is that the best play? Because if he's Weakness Policy... No, if he's Weakness Policy, I outspeed him anyway with Meganium, but he still has to crit me. Modest. +1. I love Electrode. It's just a Pokeball, man. The thing's sick. Yeah, this kills. I'm not risking crap, man. Forget that. I'm going for Volt Switch right here. What if he's like max HP? Because he's on Sticky Web. I could see that being a thing. I'm a Volt Switch right here as he does go out to Golem. Okay. Good play on my opponent's part. However, I do live any hit with my Meganium. So doesn't he have to double right here, actually? I think he has to double. Meganium actually isn't faster. So he doesn't double, and we can just knock him out with the Giga Drain. Yeah, so we win. This should be game 100% because we do knock out Stoutland upon switching. It doesn't have Sap Sipper, it has Scrappy, and we don't die to Golem unless it crits us with Banded Stone Edge, which wouldn't work because obviously it's Earthquake, and that Earthquake did a lot too. So I'm thinking he might actually be Banded Golem. He might be. Just like, look at that. Earthquake did 25.5 to resist, therefore live. I don't know, man. I don't know. But we're able to knock him out, get back up to full, and Stoutland cannot knock us out unless it crits us. And obviously, if it crits us and knocks it out, it's Choice Banded. We already know it's Choice Banded just based on the damage. So Meganium coming through in this, as well as the Buffalon, man. He does crit us, ironically. But we could just knock him out with the Thunderbolt. You know what? I'm going to knock him out with Volt Switch. No! I tried to knock him out with Volt Switch so I can get on out of there for the game. But that's going to be a good game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. We definitely took that L versus Sun. I'm not sure how I could have played differently versus that, because there was no mon I could be in with to prevent an SD from Sawsbuck. I also thought Meganium would live it and be able to Dragon Tail him out, but that's my fault. But in any case, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, if you want to use the team, it is down below in the description in a paste spin. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Cue the outro.